first item, a roll call. We do have a quorum, so we will lead on to the Pledge of Allegiance.
So we're going to close that back door.
I pledge allegiance
to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
All right, Ralph, would you give our invocation, please?
Yes, sir.
Thank you.
Dear Lord, we come again not depending on ourselves, but asking your guidance and direction. We ask that you would watch over this meeting and guide us in what's best for our community and our citizens. We ask that you would watch over all of our people, especially our first responders and our military. These things we ask in the name of the Father, Son, and the Holy Spirit. Amen.
Amen. Amen. All right, before we get started, I thought about this, but it's not on the agenda, but I'd just like for the commission to acknowledge that unfortunately we lost one of our members this week. I just want to make sure that, we keep that in, not only the family and all that in our prayers and our thoughts. It's a tough time, so I just wanted to make sure that we acknowledge that on record.
I've been out of pocket. What happened?
Gerald Cantrell passed.
Oh, we did?
On the 2nd, yes.
I didn't know that.
Yes. So,
Yeah.
all right, questions or comments from the citizens? Anybody out in the audience who's not on the agenda have something they want to say? All right, we will move on to the consent agenda. First, we consider take appropriate action on the minutes from the December the 1st meeting.
I make a motion to accept those minutes.
Okay, we've got a motion to accept the minutes. Do I have a second?
I'll make a second.
Okay, we have a second, Mr. Cook. All in favor state aye.
Aye.
Any opposed state nay. Okay, that motion will carry. We'll now go to the new building standards cases. Well, we're going to hear the following cases. This is public hearing as well. All of them are public hearings, correct?
Yes.
Okay. All right. First, do we have any we need to push up? We're just going to go down A through.
Let's go ahead and take care of these new cases, because
Okay.
those should go fairly
Pretty quick? Okay.
There's somebody here for them.
Do we just do A and B, or you want to do them both? Are they individuals?
I think we're doing this, it's the same owner.
Okay, all right, so we're gonna do A and B, which is 601 and 603 Wittenberg, which is the east, lot east 80 foot of 16 and 15, block 26, original town site.
All right, so we do not have
We'll
a
now
representative. Sorry. We do not have a representative for this property today.
Okay.
We just found out recently that somebody had purchased it through the tax sale. These properties have been vacant for years, have steadily gone downhill for years. We got a new owner. We have posted the notices on the front doors of each property. We haven't heard from the new owner. In fact, we just found out who the new owner is, so we'll be trying to reach out and find out what her plan is. I think in the meantime, we would like to request a order to secure, and then later on, after we visit with her, we'll ask for the order to repair on it.
Okay, do we need to put a date for a certain meeting for that, or?
Probably the next meeting, what you think?
Yes, and we did just learn that this morning.
Okay.
When we were looking at the taxes on the property. We found that there was a new owner. I believe it was as of November the 1st, but.
Okay.
The taxes paid?
Yeah,
Yes.
they are caught up.
It was paid through a tax sale, so.
I got you.
Got to do that before you can take ownership, right?
That makes sense.
It does kind of make sense, doesn't it?
Since it is in a new ownership, I make a motion that we let the building board go ahead and do an attempt to contact them and look at it our next meeting.
Okay, we've got a motion to do that, and that would be February the 2nd. Do I have a second to that motion?
Did you not want to order to repair? I mean,
Oh, excuse
not
me.
secure,
Yeah.
secure, not
Excuse me.
repair.
Yeah.
In order to secure and look at it in our next meeting.
Okay. I have a first, do I have a second?
Amended.
Yeah, amended, yeah.
Second.
We got a second, okay, all in favor of that motion, please state aye.
Aye.
Any opposed, please state nay. Okay, that motion will carry. Close. Boy, I gotta get used to this again. All right, public hearings. 7, we're gonna go talk to the continued cases pending commission action. A will be 603 East 11th Street, Lot 1415, Block 6, North Side Edition. We will now start that public hearing.
Okay, we do have a representative for that property today. And how would you like to speak on behalf of the property? Would you like to speak on behalf of the property?
Oh, yeah,
We're talking about your place.
yeah, well, I sold the place,
We're talking about your old place.
the old place. Well, I sold it and, being a contractor deed, I supplied, the city with the documentations that I sold it. So I really don't even know why I'm here, you know,
Just because you like to see us.
I figured y'all probably like to see me, especially Larry Bird.
Well, Cordell, the problem with what you provided us, at least one of the problems, is that it's not filed with the county.
Well,
And so when it's not filed with the county, then as far as our notifications go, you're still the legal owner.
well, the thing about it is, with a contractor deed is, that's why you got provided with that. And, no county that I know by law, unless you file a contractor deed until the property is, fully paid for.
No, sir.
Yeah, I called him, I talked to Kathy. Kathy called the lady, said this, and said it must have been a misunderstanding or whatever, but you can't put a property in somebody's name if they not fully.
It's
if
not
they-
in their name. It shows that y'all have a contract.
But what I'm saying though, a deed is.
Just like when you buy a piece
We
of
can call
property
them right now.
from the bank. It's not in the bank's name, it's in your name, but the bank still owns it until you pay for it, right?
Deeds are filed in the county. You know what I'm saying? I got property, so I know what I'm talking about. You file deeds through the county. When you buy something, if it's a transfer deed, because this person that's bought the property, but in this situation, it's totally different. You know what I'm saying? The guy put down a lump sum of money, and he has up to 6 months to be in compliance with the deed. You see what I'm saying? So therefore, you know, being in compliance, you know, now if he doesn't follow, and I don't went over all the litigations with him, the problems that I'm going through with the city. So he's done agreed to the contract. We got it notarized. We provided the city with the contract. So he knows what's going on with the property. And I believe he's like a general contractor or something. But Larry telling me I have to file with the county, but I didn't call the county and it made me look like I didn't know what I was talking about, because I tried that and they said they don't do that. Because there's no way you can file something without legal ownership. You know what I'm saying? Like if you buying a house, you filing a deed, then you know what I'm saying, that's a transfer. But on a contract deed, you've been in compliance with the contract and the litigations of the contract. So like, I don't know what he talking about, but Kathy called and, you know what I'm saying, it was disclosed with her also, because I also talked to her, but it was just a misunderstanding. So,
Cornell, your paperwork, the notaries are not correct.
what do you mean the notary's not correct?
Let me go get it.
Well, I know that you, and I may have their name wrong, but I think it's like a deed of trust, that if you have a piece of land and you're selling it to somebody, then you're showing that there's a note owed to you and it's going into their name. And then whenever the note is paid off, then you refile a deed of trust, or maybe, and then that shows it's totally in their name.
Yeah, you assign the deed to the new owner with a lien on it,
With a lien on it, right?
and you do that through the courthouse.
With a lien on it?
Yes.
Right.
Well, I talked to the courthouse, and they basically told me that they couldn't do that unless I was just, because I'm not gonna put the property up for risk like that and put it in the guy's name, and he don't pay me, and then it's just his property. So this is a way of really just, securing my asset.
Yeah, but all notes are done that way on property.
Yes.
Even if it's at a bank, they file paperwork to
It's
show
not the
that.
bank's name, it's in the person that's buying the property's name.
But
Because that's the way
the,
it's transferred at the courthouse on the deed.
Right.
and
Well,
the
I talk-
lien ensures you get your money.
Yes.
And the lien ensures that I get my money.
Yes.
Or your
Either-
property back.
Or your property back. If he defaults on it, you get the property back. If he tries to sell it, you have to be paid off before he can sell it.
Yep.
Where he can get
The
a
way a
clean.
lien is set
Okay,
up.
so basically, what is this called?
It's a lien,
A lien.
yeah.
It's
lien.
a
Is that what
warranty
it is? It's gonna call? What is? I mean, but it's got to be called something
deed. I
like
think
a
it's
lien,
like a warranty
It
deed or
is
something.
called, yeah, warranty deed.
Warranty deed.
Warranty deed.
a warranty deed.
Right.
So what's the purpose of a contractor deed?
Um,
I mean, a contractor deed is basically how I done it. I mean, y'all telling me to do a warranty deed, but a contractor deed is to secure on behalf of my assets,
Never seen
like.
the contract.
Yeah. And I don't, I mean,
And see, that, I mean, you're getting into real estate law there, you really need a lawyer to handle that.
I got my license in real estate.
Yeah.
So this is why I filed a contractor deed to secure my assets. I also got my insurance, independent insurance adjuster license.
Yeah.
where did you
So
file it?
like, huh?
Where did you file it?
What did I file what?
You just said
Your
you filed.
contractor deed, lien,
Huh?
I thought you just said you
No,
filed.
you can't file a contractor deed, is what I'm telling you. That I called Stinnett and they said they don't file contractor deeds.
that they
Like,
do.
you gotta wait until it's transferred into the new owner's name after they completed with, the bill
Yeah.
of the sale,
So
so.
that's where you're gonna need to get a lawyer, because it really doesn't matter, because as long as it's still in your name, legally in your name, then that's who we're gonna have to deal with here
Correct.
on this board.
Right.
And so when you
I mean, yeah, but see, this is the thing with me. Like, all right, y'all tell me I need an architect. I get an architect. They didn't tell me I need once I get an architect, then I need an engineer. Well, you even said it. It's impossible to get an engineer to do something like that. So what do? So, all right, so I feel like I'm just getting ran in circles. So then I sell the property. Now it's a problem with me selling the property. You see what I'm saying? But a contractor deed stands for a contractor deed.
Yeah, but you got to get it out of your name. As long as it's still legally in your name at the courthouse, then that's who we have to deal with here.
Yeah, but in the contractor deed, everything, he's gotta be in compliance with all the orders that the city's telling me I need to do. And that's stated in the contractor deed. You know what I'm saying? He's responsible for anything that's going on with you guys. So really and truly, he should be up here today instead of me.
But the contractor deed means that if he defaults, he's defaulting to you, not to the state. It's not recorded at the state level. The contractor's deed is just between you and him, and if he defaults, it's still in your name, as he said.
Yeah, and the property comes back to me. So that's what I'm saying. I'm securing my asset, but what I'm saying is a legitimate document.
Yeah.
It's a legitimate document, or it would be a contractor deed.
But if something happens and you wanted to sue him, though, you'd have to file brand-new paperwork at the state or at the county level. And if you already had this,
It'd be a civil case.
okay, but you still would have to, but if it's recorded up there, like we were talking about, the lien,
The warranty deed.
the warranty deed, then it's recorded and the state has record of it. And it is put in his name, but he has to pay the note off. And the contractor's deed doesn't say he has to do anything, really. You have it in there, but he doesn't have to do it, and you're the responsibility. If it's already filed with the state, then you've got record of it being done.
Yeah, but then that becomes more controversial due to the fact that I'm putting it in his name and it's not paid for. So now I'm out more money through the litigations of trying to prove a point to the state.
Yeah,
You see what I'm-
but
so-
if you purchase a car, you have and you paying
You
it
don't-
off, the car's in your name, correct?
Yes, the car is in my name.
But the lien,
I mean, the
the bank,
insurance,
the
you
bank
know-
is the lien on that, on the car.
But the thing about a car,
But what you've got, he can't do anything to that property, do anything because it's not his.
but see, the difference with a car and what we talking about, you don't actually get a title to anything until you show full ownership.
Until you
So-
have it paid for.
Right, so like, everybody in the time and days that we live in, we know,
You don't get a free and clear title, you get a title, it's just not free and clear because there's a
right,
lien on it.
right, just like insurance, you
And
know?
that's the same way with
A warranty deed.
the deed at the courthouse. Nothing can be done with that deed till that lien is satisfied. Then when that lien is satisfied, then you get a clear deed, you refile it. You
Right.
get a clear deed to that property.
Right.
It's actually the same process.
Yeah, but it's gonna cost me more money if he decides to do this and do that through the litigation. And that's what I'm saying, is that's why I chose to do the contract of deed.
Yeah.
You know, because if I'm doing it the way you want me to do it, then I got lawyers, I got this, and I got that, and then civil suit and all kinds
That's
of
what it
stuff.
takes to get it legally out of your name, which that's what you want to do to be. away
Well, I
from
just
this
wanna
board.
legally sell it.
Yeah.
So that's what I'm doing. I'm not doing nothing of default, or I'm not doing nothing illegal for selling the property. This is all legitimacy.
Yeah.
This is all an active role to sell a property, a contract of deed, for deed. Y'all just said doing it a warranty deed to get it out of my name, but he had 6 months to actually show ownership of the property. So I mean, like, and if somewhere in the lines, if he's not in compliance, then I get the property back and I deal with you guys later. You see what I'm saying? It's pretty much the same objective, but it's just like you send a warranty deed, I'm gonna be out of way more money if something doesn't go right.
I've bought several houses, and this is the way it's done. It's filed, it is in my name, but the bank has the lien on it. If I default, the bank takes it back. You don't have to go through a bunch of legal BS. You don't have to go wire lawyers. The bank takes it back. His due would be the same thing. If he defaulted, then you would get it back directly,
Yeah.
and you don't owe him a dime.
But if it's not filed,
But if it's not filed,
Okay.
it's still in your
So
name.
basically what y'all saying is I need to file a warranty deed instead of contract for deed.
Yes.
Okay.
And that would actually put it in his name. Then we
Okay.
could talk to him, even while he's paying you off.
Well, the thing about it anyway, like, he hasn't really been in compliance. I've been trying to get in touch with him, and I haven't been able to receive, anything from him. And then last night I called, he don't answer, but then his wife called me and said he had emergency surgery. So I was thinking about filing a default anyway. You see what I'm saying? Because I haven't heard from him in like 2 months, and it's saying he out of the country or he out of the state, and he had emergency surgery. So that's another thing. So
So
like,
he's already defaulted on the contract, and
so
it's still
basically,
yours.
yeah. But then you got litigations where you got to give people a certain amount of time to, this and that. So, and the guy seemed like he was real interested in the property. He seemed like a great guy. And I just didn't know what went on. And when she said, he was, emergency surgery, I didn't want to ask her like what's going on. But I just told him that I need, a payment by the end of this week. I'm gonna have to file a default to contract. You know what I'm saying? I just thought that was the best way of handling that, instead of just invading their privacy and asking what's going on with him and this and that, like if he's lying or something.
So why are we here today?
So they're still at default as far as a substandard building. There has been some activity over there, is it that correct?
Yeah, they've skinned the building, and been somebody over there every now and then. I don't know who that is, but somebody's been out
Well,
there.
there might be some of his people doing something to it, and this is the first time I've been over there, and I was gonna run by there and see what's going on myself.
So at the minimum, we probably need a stop and desist order on that until,
Until they approve who owns the building.
and provide us with the same plans that we've been asking
Yeah.
from Cornell.
Yeah, but at the same time, the board already told you, I've been in compliance on what I need to do, but when you saying an engineer, and then, and I talked to all that, I talked to architects, and they telling me that they supersede engineer, it's a small building. They thinking it's this gigantic building. And no engineer is going, they do like new structural stuff on metal buildings. Nobody wants to deal with a house, you know what I'm saying, that needs to be fixed up, or, you see what I'm saying? So, I mean, like, what else do you want a man to do when he's in compliance with everything I done did everything. I've come to these meetings when I need to. I'm in front of you guys when I need to. Everything y'all done asked me to do, I done. You see what I'm saying? But he checked on engineering. He couldn't find no engineer. So what is a man supposed to do?
Is this a commercial building, considered commercial
It's
building?
residential and commercial. It can go either
It's
which
been
way.
used as commercial
What's that?
building. It's been used as a
Well,
commercial building.
he's
So,
saying.
a commercial building requires the engineering. Does a residential building require that same engineering?
That's kind of tricky, but it
See,
depends
that's
on
what
what
I'm
you're,
saying,
it depends
like-
on what you're dealing with.
There's no direct answer.
I
See what I'm
believe on the
saying?
appraisal district, it is
So-
listed as commercial.
Yeah.
Cornell, the last time you were here, we asked you about the front door being open. It's behind a nice locked grill. And you said, no, that's okay, the door's fine, it lets the air blow through and keep everything from rotting out. Is the door locked and secured, or was it after
don't know
that?
that.
No, it wasn't. So you tell us that you are meeting the requirements, but you won't even go over and shut the door and secure it after we've talked about it the last time you were here.
What I'm trying to tell you, sir, if that's all it is to the door being shut, I don't understand why I wouldn't. And when you told me that, I believe I did go over there and shut the door. Now, if it blows back open, and I don't live here, so I'm not going by there every day.
Right, I
But when
understand.
I happen to go to the property, a guy drove up and bought the property. So see what I'm saying? You see how fast things happen? You know, I didn't even have a for sale sign on it. A guy pulls up, hey, you want to sell this building, da-da-da-da. Well, if the price is right, yeah, it's for sale.
But
So that's how that went.
when you were here at the last meeting, y'all were everything was gonna be lined out, and you were gonna present some kind of contract at the next meeting
A contract.
on if you were gonna sell it, or if you were gonna get the engineering done on it.
I don't recall that, but
Then the next meeting,
I don't recall that.
nobody showed up, and we talked about.
No, the next meeting was canceled.
Well, but when there was a meeting that you could attend, we voted, they were gonna vote to demo,
Oh.
just a sec. But we did not do that because you were not here. We didn't want to do it without you being here.
What-
Then, the next meeting, you didn't show up. That's when we ordered the demo.
I don't recall me not coming to any meeting, first of all. And the meeting you said I didn't show up, I got something from these guys saying that it was canceled. I mean, like, I'm here today, I'm not running from nothing, so
I
like,
understand that there might have been a canceled meeting, but I was here at both meetings, and these guys were too.
but what I'm telling you is, if I was supposed to be here, I'd have been here. I have not missed a meeting in the last 6, 7, 8 months.
So he missed the last meeting because he was not properly notified. And that's why we have it back on.
See, that's what I'm saying.
That's
So-
why we have it back on here today. But it's still the same thing.
Because if
We're
it's
still
a
in the same
contract,
boat.
if it's a contract deed, they need to contact this guy, not me. That's the whole problem. This is law. Ain't nothing wrong
It is
about
not
it.
law for now because it's not legally filed. When we do notification for substandard buildings, it has to be to the legal owner. And right now, you are the legal owner.
So you tell me a contract.
They can't come in and get a permit because they're not a legal owner.
Hey, Cornell, we get our information off.
Yeah, but you got a contract deed that's been notarized with his signature on here.
But it hadn't been filed.
That's
The state
So let
does
me
not
tell you,
recognize
Kathy,
that.
we get our information off the appraisal district website, And on that website, if you have that contract, it lists, like it would say Bousse, always mess your wife's name up and I apologize.
Right.
But it would say her name, and underneath that, it would say contract, and it had the, what's his name, Graves? It would have his name underneath that, it would show contract
Yeah.
and his name. So
But-
if we have that, we would send that notification.
But what I'm basically saying is, I've been in compliance with you guys. And you can't say I done missed a meeting, skipped a meeting, if they did some fault on their end. And he just said that I wasn't notified.
That's
So
what
what
he
we're
means.
saying,
We're talking about 2 years worth of being here in building standards, going from one aspect to another.
what's that?
This is Douglas Graves.
Yeah.
He does not accept his mail. I did contact him.
That's not my business though. That's what I'm saying. Like I just told him, I've been trying to get in touch with the guy. I mean, I get a response from his wife last night.
The notary.
Somebody said that's been my building, and they went in, and they said, no, that's not good, because I'm doing it, I'm going to next meeting. That's not, and the fault of not sending that,
It's not done correctly.
they were here for that, and that's when we can do it.
And this notary is not solved. This is not valid.
Yeah, well,
It's not valid.
okay. Well, I didn't see that, but I mean, like,
He's got some dude that said, they're gonna show that
It's not dated.
come back, they didn't get back, you know.
yeah, I asked him that, but he said that the stamp was good, like, so.
No, it has to be.
Well, not only that, the legal description of the property is.
I asked him if he needed to put that, he said, no, the stamp is good.
No, it's not.
It's all right.
Okay. And this right here?
Yeah.
Yeah, but they sent you the other one that
This is what you sent me. It's just 12th Street. It's not valid.
yeah, okay. All right, well,
Even with all the contracts and everything else, you know, we originally went in that building and provided y'all with pictures showing how substandard it was, the framing members, electrical system. And so we've been asking for a very long time for a set of architectural plans. When we got them plans, they provided some framing that was not stamped by an engineer, which is required for structural stuff on commercial buildings for that size of building. If he's having a hard time getting that from an engineer, I'm sorry, but we're dealing with the law here.
the law states, you know, like with real estate, it's just like you forced my hand. You asked me what I'm gonna do, and at the time I got material in there. I told you that. You know what I'm saying? Like
Your hand was forced because the building is substandard.
But what I'm
If we
saying,
were
though,
just dealing in the permit office, your hand wouldn't have been
But
forced.
what I'm
So we're in here.
But what I'm saying though, you got commercial storages. You said I can't use it as a storage. I didn't have no back taxes on anything. I mean, I had a brand new roof put on there. You shot that down, so apparently you don't want the building there, and I'm sure they can see the same thing. For whatever reason, I don't know, but God knows the
I'm
reason.
telling you what was allowed in each zoning district.
No, but I'm just saying though, like, the building, you bringing up stuff, and this is how my house is built. 2x4s running as rafters, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, you took it out of place and took it out of really, the zoning where it needs to be this kind of way, because really and truly, that's a historic landmark. You know what I'm saying? That building was grandfathered in, but you said this and said that and said this to take it out to make me do this and do that, and we pretty much redo the whole building. You know, like, I'm storing material there. It's not no traffic in and out of there. It's not a club. Ain't nobody running in and out of
Yeah,
there.
it's a substandard building, correct.
No, it wasn't a substance. If you look for problems, you can find it. We all know that. You focus on everything. You came in there and you talking about something when it wasn't even in my name.
We argued
So
this
how
like
do
a year
you?
and a half.
No, because you don't want to hear the truth. How do you walk in somebody's house? All right, just for a prime example, I'm trying to make a statement.
I'm listening.
Okay, so if I'm at your house and you live in California, how do I present you with a inspection warrant. I mean, like, come on, let's be realistic.
An inspection warrant, what do you mean?
Well, Larry Bird, and they issued me with an inspection warrant on a building that wasn't even mine. That wasn't in my name or anything.
This one?
Yes.
You're right, originally.
So,
it was not
they
yours.
come in here, but you wouldn't let me do anything to the building, do a roof or nothing unless somebody was registered through the city. But see, all this was filed. No, let me tell.
For the property
But
owner.
this is what I'm saying. If I'm at your house, regardless if I know you or not, how can I serve you a warrant and go in your house?
Well,
Serve me a warrant and go in your house.
the way I understand it is they go to see who the owner of record is, and then they would send that notification, that paperwork to myself. I would sign for it, then I have
It
it.
didn't go like that because the
And
guy
then,
was
and
in
then
prison.
that says within 10 days, whatever, if you don't contact us or do whatever, then they can do what they want.
No, you got like 90 days to get in touch with
I'm
somebody.
just, yeah.
But what I'm saying is you can't, that is breaking the law completely. That is totally breaking the law.
So
It's
let me
giving us
remind the board that we were originally there because there was roofing being done over there.
Without a permit.
And when we did that inspection on that roof job, that's when we noticed the substandard stuff on the inside.
No, that's what
From there, we
Was there a roofing
we
permit?
got an administrative
Yes, it was
search
a
warrant
roofing, it was a roofing
From
permit
the
through
county
a
judge.
registered company through the
to
city
enter
of
the
Borger.
property.
And he shut
to-
that down. He shut that
So,
down.
I mean,
So-
that's what I'm saying. This is 2 years ago now.
Yeah, but what I'm saying, you saying 2 years, but when has it, I don't even have it in my name, my wife's name for a year. So what is you talking about? Like, you started saying some stuff where you gave me a warrant when somebody else's name was locked up and you knew that because I told you that.
You the one
And you
started taking responsibility.
You already
for it.
knew where he was at, but he's sending the litigations to an address and knowing this guy's locked up. So that's totally foul on his end. See, you know he locked up. I mean, you can go in the system and see who locked up. You know this guy's in prison. You send it to an address that you know he's not gonna even receive it, so you can do what you trying to do now, man. I mean, it's evident, man. And then you hit me with the permit. I got a permit, hired a guy, did the roof, and then next thing you know, you come with asbestos. This is the next day. This is completely harassment. Then he called me the next day with asbestos, which I already done paid for asbestos. He got it on file, it wasn't even 5 years. It wasn't even about 3 years. And then the very next day, then you come with a warrant. Then you sat down the street watching like, come on, man. You doing this day after day after day. He's not even letting it wait. He's not letting it wait
Will
for
you
no.
listen to me? First of all, I don't appreciate you making the accusation that I'm sitting down the street because that is false.
Man, I got stuff on video, bro, where you pull up next door to the building,
Bring it.
somebody go there.
Bring
And
it.
you just pull up in a white truck, door, tinted windows. Like, come on, man, like, this is totally
Well, I did
harassment.
my job.
You know what this is all
Yeah.
behind? Like, you know, people make false litigations and accusations about people because of whoever they are or whatever grudge you have toward a person. You see what I'm saying? And Larry done did that. I done pulled up into, let me tell you something. I'm tired of this because I pulled up here years ago. I pulled up in my property till a whole lot of police pull guns on me, tell me that I'm not allowed on my property. And you need to move your cars or they gonna get towed.
You know, we're not here to discuss that. We're
Well,
here
I'm
to
just
discuss
saying,
about
though,
the
this is
property.
what it's all going to.
We're here to talk about 603 East 11th. You say that you've sold it to Mr. Graves, is that correct?
Yes, sir.
And you've got a contract here that says that he is buying it. But however, he is in default. You say
Yes,
that
he's
you can't
gonna-
get a hold of him, so now you're going to call
If
the
he
default.
don't pay me what he
Okay,
owes
what
me.
do you plan on doing to this property once you
Well, I'm
claim
gonna make
default?
it my home. I'm gonna become a resident of Borger. If he plays the fault, I'm gonna move in this. I'm gonna build it for me to live. That's what I'm gonna do. I'm not gonna even
So
do
now
that.
we've
I'm not gonna
changed
even do
again.
it. No, because you forced
Nah,
my hand.
sir.
He forced my hand the first time. It's my property. My hand should have never been forced. It's got a brand new roof on here. Yeah, we know it's built in the 50s. But at the same time, nothing's wrong. The electricity's got a brand new box, brand new plumbing, brand new gas line. Everything is PEX, you know what I'm saying? So all the other stuff is just casual, just little small cosmetic
Just
work.
Romex running all over the place, open the.
No, because the roof was pulled
We have
down, so
pictures.
yeah, you're gonna see Romex. But you got a box, that's why it got breakers, in case something ain't hooked up right, it pops a breaker. But it was signed off by masters. So everything else, I know how to wire plugs, I know how to do fixtures. What you was taking pictures of was wired because the ceiling was pulled down and being remodified. So if you turn down the ceiling, you're gonna see all kind of wiring. That's common sense. He didn't really take pictures of anything that was really other than the beam. The beam already up, 9 foot. You know what I'm saying? So like, I mean, I'ma just live in the property. I love Borger. I love to come see you guys. Larry loved me, so I won't be here next to Larry. That's just how I see it. If I can't do what I'm trying to do with my property that I bought with my hard-earned working money, then I just live in it. That's what I do. I mean, because in the first place, I had material there to work on other things and work on this property, but that wasn't good enough. I don't even see why I'm even really here, because I got a brand new roof on the property. The structure is good. That building been there 50-some years, and it's still standing. The outside might not look as present as the inside. But I was gonna fix that anyway, and that's what I was doing. And the city came and stopped me in my tracks from doing what I'm trying to do, to harass me and make me feel pain and suffer from all this agony and stuff. It could have been, this could have been worked out a lot better than it is now.
Cornell, you know, we've been dealing with this for 2 years. If you
Yeah,
want
but
to
that was my answer.
let me finish. I'll sit here and let you talk.
Okay.
We've been dealing with this for 2 years. You have always been saying it was commercial property.
No, I never
Or-
said it was commercial property.
Commercial
He said-
and/or-
I never said that.
Never mind. I don't get a chance to finish what I say. Go ahead and run your head, Cornell.
No, I'm listening to you, but it's
No, you're
false
not.
accusation.
Okay, Cornell, if you say you're gonna fix this up and you're gonna move into it, does that mean that you don't have to get any permits to do anything in that building?
I know what I need to do.
Which
That's
is-
why I'm here now.
Which is
Is
what?
I'm in compliance with the law.
You
I always
are?
have been.
No.
I'm in compliance. I'm here at the meeting. Everything y'all asked me to do,
Just
I
coming,
done.
just coming to the meeting doesn't make you in compliance.
The plans that we got was for another commercial use, not for residential. So if he's going residential, he's got to provide us with some architectural plans that comply with the
This is-
2018 IRC. You know, it's him that wants to keep changing the use, not me.
Are you the only one that has to comply with the building standards in this town?
No, everybody do.
Okay, so what's different than, that you believe that you're having to jump, what hoops that you're jumping through, do you think is different than somebody else's?
Engineering.
Okay, he just said that if you're gonna make it a house that you're gonna live in, or somebody's gonna live in, then you're gonna have to have some architectural drawings, correct? Because this building was commercial at some point. You have acknowledged that, and a while ago, you did say that it had been commercial and residential.
No, it can be used for that. It's zoned for
It
that.
has been used for both of it, because everybody here knows it. So there's no reason to play with the words.
Well, what I'm telling you is, when has it became my property? Since it's been my property, from what I know, it's been residential is what I'm telling you.
Okay, all right,
I can't tell you in the
fine.
past like this and that.
Fine. Do you have architectural drawings as to what you're gonna do with this building, and can you have them presented by the next meeting?
Listen,
Yes or no?
listen, I gotta still go through the contractor deed and to see how this is gonna play out with this guy. Far as if it's gonna be a
As
default.
far as we're concerned, it's in your name, period.
Till it's filed.
Until the right paperwork is filed at the county.
So, all right, let me ask Mr. Bird, what makes the building, substandard? That doesn't have anything to do with what I'm gonna do with the building. It's bringing it up to code. So that's what I'm saying. So if I have a house sitting here and it's my house, like, why am I forced to tell you if it's not decided on what I'm gonna do with my property? As long as it's up to standard. Is what I'm talking about. See, cause it's like we jumping the gun here. It's like, okay, we not satisfied with this, we anxious on this, so we gonna do it like this. So then, when the building is brought up to standard, then it isn't even called for what I'm gonna do with the building.
How are we jumping the gun? We've been dealing with this for 2 years.
No, but you said
For 2
substandard,
years.
substandard and what I'm gonna do with the building is two different things. If it's, my taxes is paid, and it's standing strong, then it's my asset, it's my property. Everybody's moving how the environment is moving. A lot of people getting out of the stock market, investing in real estate. So what if I wanna just turn it into like a shell where I can have contractors live here and make an income like that? See, those are the things that nobody's really taking into accountability and understanding. An investment is an investment. And investments change every day. But when you make me stand firm on something because he's saying it's substandard, all right, that's the problem. That's why I'm here, because it's substandard. So all right, let's bring it to standard. And then if I bring it to standard, I won't be in front of you guys.
Well, before you owned it, it was substandard. Right?
I mean, that's what makes it substandard, though. That's what I'm asking.
Well,
I've said it several times.
Because the wires is hanging because the ceiling is down, they don't make it substandard.
it doesn't.
And the framing
No,
members that was redone in there, that is not adequate.
The framing is just how it's built, so they engineering wasn't right.
That was not originally built that way.
Yes, it was. How do you know? Do you have drawings? See what I'm saying? So it's his work
Neither
against
do
my
you.
work.
Neither do you.
Yeah, but so how can he say that it wasn't built like that?
Okay,
Was the
If-
building built like that since you know?
if you walk into a house today that was built in the 40s, okay, it met whatever was being built in the 40s, right? Okay, so you walk into this house and say, I'm gonna redo this house. And you get a permit and you say, this is what I'm gonna do. And they walk in and they go, it won't meet the standards today.
Yeah, today, but
That's all you can go on. You cannot continue to leave that in 1940 standards because the law has been changed. The wiring laws have changed, the building laws have changed, the plumbing laws have changed, and if you do stuff like that, it has to be brought up to current standards.
yeah, if you add on to things.
No.
All right, so my
No.
house is built like that with 2x4. So what do we do with that? Do we do
Two
we?
by fours is not the issue.
No, but that's what he complained because it's a roof.
Okay,
That's
So first of all, it's not the original framing that was in there. I would have to go back and look at the pictures to be able to describe it to you, but
But how do you know that? How can you even prove that? I mean, you don't have no drawings. The city's supposed to have
well, now I can tell you
architectural
that
drawings of
because
certain
I've
things.
been a building inspector for 20-something years. I've seen a
I
lot
don't
of
know, man.
stuff.
I don't know, man. What y'all want to do, man? Is cool with me. I'm tired of coming up here and pleading my case, and I know what's going on, and it's more in depth than what y'all thinking. Larry always had it out for me. I mean,
How's that for now?
when the police pull up on me, pull guns on me and stuff, and I went and talked to him like a man because I'm not gonna run from no man. If we got a problem, the only way we're gonna fix this is we talk about it.
that's right.
And that's what I went to the chief police, I talked to him too. Larry threw it on him, he got pissed off, whatever. You know what I'm saying? But what I'm saying is, I'm not with the tick and attack, man. If we got a problem, this happen. Because how are we gonna make this world a better place if we bigger than and whatever? Because maybe you black, I'm white, or maybe just I don't like you because you fat, I'm skinny. I mean, none of that, I don't play them games. And that's why I'm here today, because anytime y'all call me to do something, and I didn't miss no meeting, and they might not gave me the thing, but anytime I have to be here, I'm here. I'm not running from nothing.
Okay,
You see what I'm saying?
that's fine.
But I know it's more with him, in depth with him
Well,
than what
tell me
y'all
about
know.
it, Cornell. Tell me about it. Tell me about what's more.
No, because I'm up here talking to these
No, you're
gentlemen right
making
here.
accusations on live camera.
Yeah, but you know what you done, Larry. You know what
Tell me,
when
because I do not know.
you know when the police pulled up and I came and talked to you.
No, sir.
You know exactly. I got all that on tape, man.
Pull it out.
Come on, I got it on record.
Pull it out.
But I'm not here. What do y'all want me to do? I mean, I gotta see if this guy gonna pay me. Hold him default contract. You want a warranty deed? All right, we get a warranty deed or whatever. If he don't want to do that or whatever. But I'm like, really, I'm just tired of messing with this. Where I try to sell it and now you're making it impossible for me to sell my property.
And to the board, I'm just gonna state it. Cornell, I don't know what he's talking about, but he is making false accusations.
If you want the building sold, do the paperwork right.
Yep.
Yeah.
We'll put it in the other guy's name, and we'll deal with
We'll
him.
deal with him.
Okay.
Is that,
Can you have that done by next meeting?
I'm gonna
By
see
next
what's
month.
going on with him, man. Because like I said, like he ain't been in compliance. So for the first time I done heard from him in a month or so, it was his wife said emergency surgery. So he's good guy. So if he can give me what I need by the end of this week, then we're going with the warranty deed. If not, then I'm gonna hold him default and I'll just get it back and I'll deal with you guys later.
Yep.
but understand,
But if I need any paperwork of anything, I need it right now. I mean, like, so I have stuff like, could I please have a copy of the substandard? What made it substandard? That way, you know what I'm saying, I can give it to this guy, and I have it for myself, just for the
We
record.
can do that, Cornell. I think to give you exactly what you want, though, we gotta get inside the building again to look at that, the roofing structure.
Yeah, but it's
Just
saying,
from the outside, I can tell you that what that plywood is attached to, those 2x4s are rotted, man. You can see that just by the street, you can see
yeah.
that.
But all that stuff
I
is.
don't have a problem putting your list
But the
together.
thing about it though, what I'm saying is I sold a building, so therefore I don't have no ownership of the building right now. I gotta see what this guy gonna say. I don't know, y'all see y'all been seeing people over there, I ain't been in the building to see what he done. You see what I'm saying? So I gotta do everything the right way to cover my tracks too.
Well, I do know the dumpster was full of demolition material this week. So
Yeah.
he's been working over there, whoever he is.
Well, he ain't been responding to me for some reason,
Do
but
you-
if he ain't.
Do you have a contact you could share with us for him?
Yeah.
In fact, I think I got some cards up, well, you can give it to me.
Is it not this Bell Street address?
Douglas Graves?
You said he's in the hospital?
Yeah, emergency surgery or something.
All right.
Cornell, is it this Douglas Graves on Bell Street?
Yes, sir.
Did we send him a piece of paperwork, Kathy? Did he sign for it?
Certified letter came back, but the regular mail did not come back.
Okay.
And on your contract deed, just kind of a little bit of information on page 1, item 1, and then you show 603 East 11th Street, Borger, Texas. Goes on with that. Legal description shows 603 12th East 12th Street. So there again, I mean.
Yeah, but at the same time, like, I had seen that, and then I had seen the original, so like, they said they made the correction and sent it, but I don't know, apparently she didn't get it, but it was emailed to me, so I thought all that was fixed and corrected.
They sent it again, right, Kathy?
Yes.
And we got that same
The
thing
notary
back.
is still incorrect.
Hey, Cornell, I'll share this with you. It's a definition of what we view as a substandard.
Yeah. Well, I just need to know what's substandard.
This isn't gonna be detailed for years, but this is just a general,
Yeah, but I want
Do you
it,
want
I want it specifically. for-
That's just part of it though, John.
Yeah.
yeah.
So
Like
when
if they
when
would give
when
you-
can I get that? Can I get it, or y'all gonna mail it, or y'all mail it to me, or?
But we need to go look at the building, so we gotta get access there.
Yeah.
So I mean,
We're
it's really
talking
gonna be in
about
your hands.
2 years ago, we know there's been more activity in there.
Yeah.
We don't know what else has been done.
Right, okay.
What's been corrected, what hasn't?
Yeah, whenever you can get freed up some time to come down, and
Okay, yeah.
just like we did
I
last time.
definitely do that, man, cause I mean, y'all said where it been done, I wanna know what's been done too.
Well-
Maybe to make my job lighter, I don't know.
We just know that activity's been going on over there. We don't know, that's all we know.
Next
Okay.
meeting.
That's one thing I'm thinking.
I got everything.
I'll make a motion,
You have to pay an
that we,
actual architect to do that work.
bring this back up in the next meeting.
No, hang on.
Wait a minute. You
Let's
gotta
close the
close it.
public hearing, thank you. Okay, now,
Make a motion, we bring it back up in the next meeting, that gives you time frame to find out what's going on with this. And if need be, the, John or can get in there and see what's substandard, get you a listing. And if you do go ahead and file the, warranty deed, then you will either have it completed or in the process by that time.
Okay,
Does that make sense?
yeah.
Okay. So
So-
my motion is that we bring it up in our next meeting,
February?
February meeting, to have the proper paperwork for everything that's going on. You will have a listing of what's substandard as long as John can get in there to inspect it.
Okay.
Okay, I second that.
Got a motion and a second. All in favor, state aye.
All right?
All not in favor, state nay. Okay, motion carries.
That's a ghost over there. Thank you, Cornell.
Thank you, man. See y'all guys later, y'all have a great day.
Yes, sir, you too.
Man, aye.
All right, 800 Wittenberg, lot 1718, block 9, original town site.
Just come up to the mic, Shay.
What's this now?
So, we have a.
800.
Yeah, we open it up.
No, open this meeting.
No, it's all right, take your time, take.
Sorry about that.
Man,
We got too many things going on
you-
at that time.
Hammer.
Yeah, I'm gonna hammer myself here in a minute. Go ahead, John.
Okay, so we have spoke to Valerie Murphy, who is the actual owner of this property. We were waiting for that to get transferred over into her name from Veronica Espinoza. And I believe all that's been done. Valerie cannot be here today. She had something going on, but this is Shay, who is living at the property.
Hey,
This is the daughter that we've heard about, over the last few months. So Shay will be representing the property today.
Okay,
How you doing?
I'm good, how you doing?
good.
How you doing, Shay?
I'm good, how you doing?
Good, good.
Take a deep breath, it's okay.
Yeah,
We don't bite.
We've never killed anybody,
or bit somebody.
or bit anybody, that's right.
Not in this meeting.
You got an update for us?
Yeah.
Okay.
Let me help you out a little bit, okay?
Look, Mom told me that I was just supposed to come here and listen to what you guys had to say. I didn't have to say anything, because, she has all the paperwork, the information, and everything that y'all already need for her house. So I thought I was just listening and not having to speak.
And I understand that, and that's why I'm saying I want to help you out a little bit. That the board wanted to bring this back again, even though after she got it in her name, because there's a couple of structures in the back that still needs to be dealt with.
Right.
And we need to know what y'all's intentions are with them back buildings.
We were gonna tear them down, but the city said that they don't have the trucks anymore, and they wanted us to do it ourselves.
Correct?
But we were gonna tear them down ourselves. Where are we supposed to throw away the stuff at it, because we can't put it in the trash cans, the dumpsters?
So if y'all can come up with a game plan to tear it down yourselves, then, I'll have to check on this, but I believe I can provide you with the luggers, okay?
Okay, I got a game plan to tear it down.
But Shay,
I
I
can tear
think
it down.
something that's gonna be very important is that you guys have it detailed and to the day, because if we do use our equipment, I mean, we are also using our equipment on other demolitions.
Right.
So, I mean, if you would have to say this, just an example, it's gonna be the weekend of March 17th through the 19th. That way, or you know what I mean?
Yeah.
That way we can pinpoint that and it won't interfere with what we're doing.
See, and I was told that we can tear down the third house, but the middle house, if we were to board the windows and put doors on it, we could keep it because it's still in good shape. And the back house, it needs to be torn down,
And I
so.
think at one point that was discussed, that if they boarded that up and secured it, they could keep that one.
For a storage building?
Yeah, the one in the middle, yeah.
So really what the board needs is that game plan on when you're gonna do this,
Okay.
okay? Am I correct?
Yes.
So, and then on top of tearing that back one down, you know, getting I guess the middle one boarded up and painted, you know, to where it's not a blight anymore,
Right.
okay? And then I think, and I'm speaking on behalf of the board a little bit, maybe too much here, but I'm thinking, once you can provide them with that plan, then we can continue to work with this, but.
Okay, when do you guys like to plan?
Think you can have something together by next month?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
So, and if there's any questions, you know, you say your mom?
Yeah, my mom.
Have her come visit me and John, okay? It's probably pretty important that she does that.
Shay, you have my number, don't you?
Yes, sir, I do.
Yeah, so just get in touch with me.
Okay, I can do that.
Yeah, yeah, if you all just keep them updated, and they can keep us updated, and we can work with you through that way.
We also need an address where somebody is gonna receive and be able to sign for these letters, because you saw in that last case, nobody was picking that up, so it turns into a mess when nobody
Right.
gets responsibility
Mom
for
has
it.
another address that she says that I can give you, so she can get the mail there, if that'd be okay. But she's having mail sent to the address now here on 800 Wittenberg. There's a mailbox there, so we'll be able to receive mail or anything.
Okay, so did y'all get notification of this meeting?
She did somehow, oh yeah, I did, I got it, my bad, sorry.
So if you get that one that's certified with the green tag, with the green card on it, you have to sign for that. If you don't, they'll leave you some type of notice to go to the post office to pick it up, so you'll have to pick that up over there if you're not there when they try to deliver it, okay?
Right.
Just keep that in mind.
They actually been putting it on my door. They've been
Okay.
stapling it to the door, yeah, that's how I got the
cool.
information. So, but we do have a mailbox now, and so we can receive mail there. If the mail wants to go there or whatever it is, yeah, we can go from there.
Okay.
Okay.
Thanks for coming.
Thank you.
Thanks.
Appreciate
You
it.
do a good job.
See,
Thank you.
that was almost harmless,
Do
wasn't
we
it?
do we need a motion to?
Yeah, let's close it.
Hang on just a second.
We need a motion.
Okay,
You
I
don't
just
have-
closed it.
That's what I'm getting ready
Yeah.
to. Well, I'll make a motion that we check back with her on the next meeting
Okay,
to get a firm date and ensure that we have everything that you need as far as boarding up that middle house and taking care of the back.
okay. We've got a motion to look at this again next month, at next month's meeting. Do I have a second?
I'll second.
Okay, we've got a second. All in favor, state aye.
Aye.
Any opposed, state nay. Motion carries.
Thanks.
Thank you
Good
very
job.
much.
Good job.
Yes.
Thank y'all.
All right, let's go to 631 Deal Street, Lot 1 through 3, Block 30, original town site.
That's you, Victor.
Victor.
All right.
How you doing?
¿Cómo estás?
Bien, bien, gracias. My brother-in-law, they don't make it. He don't make it to Borger.
Didn't make it in?
No.
Do you have a game plan on what's gonna go forward?
Well, yeah, he already got the, he's waiting for the statement he needs to do, the, what do you call them, he knows we got to put the roof and, fix the windows. But for right now, I think he's gonna sell them, but, I don't know how long it's gonna take us, but, right now, we can, border the, on the front, from.
Are you saying he's getting a bid on getting the roof repaired from someone, or?
No. He's gonna see how much it's gonna cost for do all that, see, find somebody to do
That's exactly where we were at last month.
Yeah.
The plan from last month was bring in a solid plan to the next meeting.
No, because you know, he's been waiting for the, what are the takes, you know, I don't know what to call them, you know, can be the rules for how he put the roof. You know, because the roof will have to be the same, you know, what it was before. And, well, I don't know, we need something else, you know. They're gonna be the same what it was. You know, they take,
So he's gonna need an architect for,
they take about 16 foot long for 2 by 6s, you
Yeah,
know.
probably, once again, we're probably dealing with an engineer here,
Yeah,
because that's attachment to cinder block, and
yeah. Well, we're talking about, you know, one of the guys that worked for Peña, and he told us what we can do. You know, we don't hire him, but we're talking with him, and we want to see. But, you know, he's going to see, you know, what is the best for him. You know, get somebody to buy it or fix it. But, you know, he's, for right now, we can border, you know, the windows. It's allowed to do that, and we can do that for right now.
So what have you got accomplished since our last meeting?
Well, it's gonna be the same, you know, we're talking about the same, you know, the time,
So when we said in our last meeting, we wanted something solid as to what's gonna happen, you haven't done that, correct?
no, I don't do anything about, you know, anything. You know, I clean the place outside and around, you know, it's been cleaning.
It is cleaned up compared to
And,
that picture. So,
I got a trailer with a bunch of junk.
Haven't been
in
by
it.
there in a day or two, I've been
gone.
tied up, gone.
That's scary.
You know, that's, I'm lost right here, you know, this, you know, the last time we talking about, you know, that we can do the roof by ourselves, but they told me that I can't do myself because there's what do you call them?
commercial building.
It's
Since
commercial
it's
building.
commercial, it's
Yeah,
gotta
we
be.
have to do somebody else.
Yep.
But yeah, he, you know, that, we can, there's only, you know, we can do it right now, you know, the fix it or sell them, so there's 2 ways to do it. And, he's gonna see how much cost and, being hire somebody to see how much it's gonna cost. They cost too much, he's gonna sell them.
Danny, isn't this where we were last meeting? So.
Yeah,
and-
but we're talking about, you know, so they're gonna want somebody to spec how to go, you know, do the, you know, give us the, what kind of material we have to do and all that. But nobody
So,
jobs and.
other than just cleaning up outside, you've done nothing towards getting us a plan of what's gonna happen. I mean, you haven't gotten a bid on the roof, or the replacement of the 2-bys that need to be replaced, how that needs to be done, what you're planning to do with the building. None of that has come before us. And I think that's what we were asking about. Some of that is what we were asking about for this meeting. So we're sitting in the same boat that we were in our last meeting.
Yeah, I understand that, you know, but that's what I'm saying, you know, I've been waiting for, you know, to tell me what I need to do, exactly what I need to do. You know, I told them that I'm gonna border the front and maybe paint it around to look better right now. But they told me that I can't do anything to get somebody to inspect it for asbestos. You know, I just wanna border the front windows to look better, you know, for, they say for the public, they don't like it.
To board them up, they don't have to have it
No,
asbestos.
Victor, you came in
You're
and you
gonna
got
replace it.
the standard from me to show you how to board it up. That's about
Yeah.
3 months ago. And
Oh,
we
yeah.
gave you that
Yeah,
so
but
that.
you know, you remember the one time you told me that I can't do anything to get a
No,
inspection of
you
asbestos?
misunderstood. You were wanting to replace windows, and I told you you would
No.
have to get a survey for that, asbestos survey. I told you you could board them up, but I told you we had a standard.
Sorry, I didn't understand that.
That's okay.
I'm sorry. I
So
didn't-
that's why
I
we
didn't-
gave
I
you that
didn't-
standard, so you would know how
Yeah, I
to board
still
it.
got it. I'm holding down for, you know, because I say I had to hire somebody to do the, what do you call them, the asbestos inspection. But I misunderstand you, you know, I'm sorry. I thought you said, you know, they had to hire first or later. But I can
If you follow
border
those
it.
standards, you'll be okay to board
Okay,
it up.
all right. I can do that and, you know, buy some paint and paint it around to somebody come out with it, you know, buy it. It's gonna be all right, or,
Yeah, it has to be secured, and has to be painted.
oh, yeah, there's gonna
To
be.
leave it as is,
Yeah, yeah.
But the board still wants a game plan on what's gonna be done with it. You know, if it's gonna be repaired or sold.
Yeah, yeah, you know, this.
And then that'll determine how much time the board needs to give for that to be accomplished.
Yeah, yeah. Yeah, you know, this is what I'm saying, you know, but maybe somebody come out pretty soon with buy it and, you know, with money to fix it and there's gonna be.
Yeah, but we can't keep hoping that month after month.
Oh, no.
You know, y'all have to decide if you're gonna sell it or you're gonna fix it. If you're gonna sell it, put it on the market and sell it. If you're gonna fix it, come with a game plan.
Yeah, that's right.
And that game plan is gonna involve an engineer on how to fix that
Yeah,
road.
yeah.
But,
What
you
do
know,
we-
either way, it's gotta be
Uh-huh.
secured and
Yeah.
painted so it's not black.
Yeah,
And that's gonna work for either plan you're gonna go forward with.
okay.
Unless you're just gonna leave it alone and let it be demoed, then you
Oh,
don't
no,
wanna
no.
waste the time painting it and boarding
No,
it
I'm
up.
not- I just, you know, this is what I'm saying, you know, they want me to secure the place, I can put all, you know, the work, you know, secure them and paint it around, you know, to look maybe more decent or whatever.
Can you have it boarded up, painted by the next meeting?
How long?
1 month.
1 month, yeah, I
February
can
the
do that.
2nd.
Yeah, I can do that.
I'll make a motion, review it.
Okay, let's close it, okay?
If there, I'm sorry to interrupt you, if there's somebody come out pretty soon with the, you know, with the, wants to buy it, we put them on the name of other people and maybe he can, you know, can be all right?
See, that's what I'm
No,
saying.
no,
We're
it-
gonna get into the same
Okay,
scenario.
okay.
Yeah,
Okay, okay.
it's got to be secured and painted.
Force security, right?
Yeah.
And later on, then, okay, gotcha. Yeah, okay.
I'll second your motion. if you
So we've got a
would.
motion to, and a second, to look at this structure again on February the 2nd, and we're requesting that it be painted and secured by that time.
That's correct.
We've got a first and a second. All in favor, state aye.
Aye.
Any opposed, state nay. Okay, motion carried.
Hey, Victor, thank you for cleaning up around the
Oh, no problem, yeah, they look better, you know.
It does look better.
Keep moving forward.
So it's gonna be this one next month?
Yeah, February the 2nd.
February the 2nd.
February,
I
okay.
can't forget that.
Before February the 2nd.
Thank you.
That's my wife's anniversary.
Take care.
Your wife's anniversary?
Big
What, when she met you?
When she married, when she said I do and got stupid.
Okay, I'm glad it was hers, not yours.
There you go.
Oh, yes.
All right, we're now going to go to 614 Stevenson, which is lot 23 and 24 with a west 12-foot of 25.
Let's go
Block
and
6,
start it,
Thompson
guys.
Edition. We're going to start the
All right,
public
so
hearing.
y'all did have y'all's inspection. I remember y'all saying it's unlivable. Me and my sister are in the process of getting moved into, yes, government homes. The thing is, my sister does need an ID because we talked to them. They said both tenants have to have an ID to live in government
We
housing.
can help you with that.
I'm in the process of getting it right now, because we just got, today, we actually got her social security card, so.
Cool.
We're just, getting all the stuff lined up. Once we get home today, I'm having her fill out the paperwork online, to get the process going. And I know with y'all have heard, I heard everyone else, with y'all want game plans and stuff, so. The big thing I wanna do at this point, since I can tell that it's not really worth just trying to continue to fix, most likely, once we get everything moved out and stuff, demo. So, I can already tell y'all are looking at me like, all right, y'all want that dates. Again, I can't exactly give dates until we are moved out and we can work on that.
What about a
So-
facelift?
We can look at that.
As soon as I said
so-
that, I thought I should have said.
I'm sorry if I'm thinking a bit too far ahead, guys.
We can look at that, so.
Sorry,
You
no,
know,
right
our
now the big
goal-
thing
our
is just
goal
getting
is
us
to-
into government housing.
Yes, is to get you
And
out of there.
as they told me, I asked them how long it will take. They just said it depends on where you are in queue. John, I have your number. I would just wait until I get the paperwork in there so I can tell you where we are in queue, how long it's going to take. Get all that stuff.
Don't hesitate to call me or text me anytime to keep me updated, because
Okay,
that keeps us from guessing.
because I have the paperwork. It just needs to be done. And the big thing that they said is both of us have to have our IDs. And right now I'm working to get her ID. That's the big project right now.
So I know you are being cooperative.
Yes, sir.
This is our intentions today, is to ask the board for an order to vacate,
Yeah.
okay? Now, on that order, it's 30 days, okay? So that's what we're gonna ask the board to do today. And so that gives you a timeline to work with. Now, that's not saying that we're gonna be there.
In 30 days to, all right, get your stuff, get out. It's just.
Correct.
It just,
Okay,
you have to see that there's progress of us getting the ball rolling to get in there.
Right.
Yeah.
Correct.
And as I said, once I get that paperwork in and stuff, you're gonna receive a nice text saying I got everything. Heck, I'm even calling you.
I look forward to it.
No, I look forward to calling you.
And so that's what we're gonna ask for today, is that order to vacate within 30 days.
Days, just to get
And
everything
then-
the ball rolling. Yeah.
And we're gonna leave it at like that for a while,
Alright.
until y'all get your,
Get stuff all situated where
Right.
we're in the new home.
And
And
then-
then once it's
and then
all
once
done, we can talk about demos and stuff like that.
correct.
All right, that sounds fine to me, guys.
It's a whole lot easier to start afresh.
Yes, sir.
Instead of
And
being
I still do
overwhelmed with
plan to
what
pay
you
the
got.
taxes on the property itself for the lots, because honest to goodness, I think I can possibly, if I can do my future, which I already told a few of you guys, I hope to join the military, most specifically the Navy. If I save up enough money and maybe get a few loans outside from the military service, I hope to build a new home there. So, man, of course, I already know you guys will want to know the floor plans. I've already heard about everyone else, so, learn from their example.
That's his job.
Okay, I'll be contacting you much later on. That's if you
he'll-
still have
he'll
the job,
recommend-
though, otherwise I'll contact your replacement.
And he'll recommend not building there. Anyway, that's
Yeah, it's just,
that has nothing to do
Well,
with
and
anything.
thank you for all the hard work and.
don't worry,
what you've
guys,
done.
it's
I mean,
just, I work with y'all are working with me, everyone's happy.
So you're
As you can all see.
talking to the Housing Authority out on Florida Street, is that right?
Yeah, we're probably gonna either go to Florida or one of the government apartments,
Oh, okay.
whichever they can give us. So I'm taking what they can give, so.
I understand.
I will, as I said, once I get the paperwork in and they give me the queue number, you're getting that queue number.
Cool.
So, is
Cool.
there anything
So-
else you guys want to know, or is this
Nope.
just a deal of? All right.
Works for
So,
me.
I gotta get going because I have work in an hour.
Oh, thank you, sir.
Appreciate it.
All right. Sorry about it's wasting y'all's time. We're like, no, we haven't wasted their time. But either way, y'all have one thing.
Take care. All right, we'll close the public hearing and I'll ask for a motion.
I'll make a motion that we do the vacate in 30 days.
Okay, we've got a motion to vacate the property within 30 days. Do I have a second?
Second.
All right, we've got a motion and a second. Do all in favor state aye. Aye. Any opposed state nay. That motion will carry. All right, we're down to 310 West Grand Street. We'll open the public hearing.
Okay, we don't have a representative for this property today. Last time that I spoke before the board and he was here, they had some electrical stuff they needed to work on. The fence was dilapidated, they needed to repair the fence. Since then, he's repaired the fence and he's removed that outdoor receptacle I was concerned about. But the porch is still falling in, so he still got to contend with. We also did discuss that he needed to get a licensed electrician and a licensed plumber before they move somebody into that property, because he's gonna use it as a rental property. I think we've had the electrician go over there and look at the system. The plumber, we haven't had anybody pull any permits to do any work on the plumbing over there, so I think he and I still need to get together and just let him know exactly what we're looking for as far as the plumbing goes.
You think we can remove it at this point?
Do you want to remove it or move it?
We can, John, and see where you get with him, and.
If we have to, you can bring it
We can
back.
always bring it back.
What brought it to our attention in the first place was, of course, the fire.
The fire, yeah.
The roof, the roof was blowing all over the neighborhood.
Yeah.
So he does have it somewhat secured. I've been by there on windy days and it hasn't seemed to be,
Yeah.
flapping in the wind out there, so I guess we can go that route.
Remove.
Yeah, I mean, we may regret it, but
Well, you always bring it
We
back.
can bring it back.
Yeah.
Right.
All right, we'll close the public hearing.
I'll make a motion that we remove it at this time.
Okay, I've got a motion to remove this from the agenda at this time. Do I have a second?
I'll second.
Got a motion and a second. All in favor, say aye. Aye. Anybody nay, state nay. All right, motion carries. Adjourn. Motion to adjourn.
I make a motion to adjourn.
All of us did.
Everybody seconds it. I guess the motion carries.
Oh, wait a minute, I didn't open the public hearing.
Watch him cut. cut your fingers off.
So who's gonna actually take the second? Somebody gonna ask that?
Who did?
What?
Jimmy
Who
Baker
seconded
did.
it?
Jimmy?
I made the motion.
Yep.
He seconded it.
Second.
I think you can pick any, you can pick any one of us.
That's
to
right.
second it.
To adjourn is what she says.
You can pick any one of us.
Yep.
It's the same thing.
This was Shelby's first attempt at